And Zelensky talked about protests in Iran as if they just happened because the government is bad, full stop. He spoke as if you can judge Iran's response without mentioning anything else, the pretext. And you can't, because Iran has been under heavy sanctions for decades. Those sanctions were imposed from outside with the explicit aim of maximum economic pressure, a policy that predictably narrowed living conditions and intensified internal strain, triggering a lot of these protests. That pressure didn't happen by accident. It was deliberately applied from outside to squeeze the country, squeeze a leadership that, for all the justifiable criticism you can aim at them, was simply targeted, broadly speaking, because they didn't align with Western interests. They cut the oil off. That's true regardless of what you make of the Ayatollahs and the clerical rule. If the oil still flowed west as it did under the Shah regime before them, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we? When people protest in a country that's been deliberately economically squeezed, the protest isn't separate from that pressure. It's part of it. The hardship came first. Sanctions were meant to make life harder and destabilise the country. That's the intent of them. Protests then happen inside that pressure. So if you point only at the crackdown and refuse to mention the sanctions that helped create the unrest, and of course all those allegations that the likes of Mossad and the CIA were involved, of course, you're not being neutral at all. You're choosing to talk about the response while pretending the triggers didn't exist. That doesn't excuse repression. Of course it doesn't. But it doesn't mean the picture being presented is incomplete on purpose.